everyone, my name's Kimberly Shipley. How are y'all today? Today's video is going to be about motivational cleaning. So we're going to be kind of at different places at different times. So I just want to kind of come first and tell y'all what the video's about. So first, we got to go in the house and we're going to go and take a load of laundry out of the washer, put it in the dryer. I'd already done a load this morning. And then second, we're going to my bedroom and just first we're going to start with the bed. I want to wash the covers and all that, just freshen up in there right now. Okay, so anyway, and then there'll be some more stuff. But this is just really full of motivational cleaning video today. So, and I'll explain in kind of details as I go. So let's go in here and start laundry. Okay, everyone, what I want to do first, well, apparently I had some clothes in here I didn't realize. So let's go ahead and get them out. I'll set them on the bed, and I'll get them out of the way here in a minute. Hang on. Okay, now I'd washed this load of laundry just a little bit ago, so I needed to go ahead and get these in the dryer anyway. And just go ahead and get this done and started. That way it's ready for big covers when I put them in here in the washer. All right, dryer sheet. All right, everyone, since I got the dryer started, the clothes I just took out, let's go put them up. Everyone, we're in Caleb's room. I need to make up his bed and stuff first, so we're just gonna do a little reset here at his bedroom. So just want to tell you what's going on. These are his little caps he has. I'm gonna put these in the closet. Put them on the top shelf and they're in the closet. Let me set this he wanted this little bear, remember, in the closet too. It needs a battery support. All right, now we're gonna take off all of his pillows and stuffed animals. These are his things he sleeps with. So this is his fox, or his panda, sorry. This is a little toy my daughter, he calls it Kitty. My daughter had it when she was little, and Caleb, she gave it to him, and so Kitty's like part of the family. She gave it to him when she grew up, and anyway, he still likes it on his bed. But it's hard to make up a bed with all these on there. I'll set these over here, because I'll go back on the bed. He forgot to put away his shirt in the laundry basket he had took off. So I'm just moving some of these cords around. So his fox pillows, I don't know if you've seen those yet. They're very cute. Let me get a little closer. That's his little fox pillows. He loves foxes. I found a zoo in, it's closest one I've seen to find. he would love to see a red fox. And also, somebody told me on YouTube that this was a zipper, what is it, duvet? I think they called it, duvet. Anyway, it's a comforter. It has a zipper on it. And I didn't even realize that because my mother-in-law, Caleb's grandma, bought it for him. And I'm like, that is so thick to be a comforter. So anyway, from the advice of one of my YouTubers, which I'm so thankful for that, I found it. I've still got to get it more straightened out, but he really likes it. Actually, I used his old comforter, which is a Mario, stuffed it inside of there. It's hard to get it even, but when I have time, I'm going to sit down and try to even it out a little better, because, see, it's still sloshy on part of it. What? More of his jammies. Usually he puts them away in the mornings, but this morning we had very busy. Look here, I put this on backwards. I gotta turn around. This morning, where I have a lung infection, I had a hard time getting up this morning. Just had a lot of coughing and stuff. It wasn't nothing major, but I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning coughing real bad. And then my alarm is set for 5, and I guess where I had woke up at 4 and laid down for about, I said I'd lay down for about 30 more minutes. And next thing I know, it was, 6 o'clock almost. So usually I don't sleep in that late on school mornings. And it just got me really off this morning. And with my lung infection, it's very normal for this to happen, to get a bad cough with it. And as you can see, that's what I got even out the comforter. But I'll figure that out as I go. I ain't got time today to get that completed. I may watch a video about it to see how to even them out better, to keep the ends stuffed in to stay. I'll look into it. And setting his little stuffed animals. We've had this a long time. We got this for him when he was little. Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine pillow. And Kitty has a special place in the bed. Now these two, Caleb he won this at a little prize thing at one of our local, we have a once a month what we call First Fridays, and vendors set up, and a church was giving these away for kids that like spun a wheel, and you had a certain number, you get a prize, and he won the squashy. He loves this thing. I think it may be a fish, but he loves it. And this is another one he loves. It's a fox squashmallow. Kind of big, but he loves it. Of course, he loves foxes. And here's one of his little, ain't that cute? And he always sleeps with all of this stuff. So I always put it on the bed for him. Now, let's go everybody and go back to my bedroom, and let's start a reset there. We're gonna first put away the laundry. So the load of laundry I took out of the dryer, we're gonna go ahead and put that away. I changed my shirt, put my hair up, so. We're gonna put these clothes up. Now this will go in the washer, so I'm gonna put that, that's one of my pillowcases. So I gotta sort the clothes out first and then put up in our rooms, mine and Caleb's. So I share a dresser with Caleb because his room isn't that big. And so I just share my dresser down. I share it with him. So he doesn't have to have a dresser in his room. Tell me, one of my favorites when I was a kid, who doesn't love strawberry shortcake? I got a strawberry shortcake shirt, and actually I'll spread this across my bed when I get done. Strawberry shortcake pillow, just a little small throw pillow. I found these. Ain't they cute? Look, it's upside down. And strawberry shortcake. It's just a little thin blanket. Let me set these right over here to the side because I'll be putting those on my bed. Okay, here's socks. I'll go through them in a minute when I get our clothes sorted out. And yeah, strawberry shortcake. When I was growing up, I mean, I remember them when they first come out, and I just love those little dolls. And I had a lot of them as a child. I got a few little bitty remnants of the dolls still, and up to this day. Yeah, I wanted to get this laundry, go ahead, fold it up first and put away before. This is pajamas. No, actually it's a shirt. Hi, Teddy. Teddy's sitting here. When Teddy gets on Caleb's bed, when you see in the video, like Caleb has stuffed animals, and Teddy will get up there, those stuffed animals, he won't bother, it won't hurt them, but he'll get up there in there and he looks like a little stuffed animal in there with him. So the name Teddy Bear really suited him. He goes tomorrow and gets his hair trimmed. Well, let me start the dryer. My dryer, I don't know if yours is like this. Let me know in the comments if your dryer does this too. My dryer, I have to do twice to get the clothes, any clothes dried. Unless it's just like super thin or something. But I have to do my clothes twice, or my dryer twice, 2 rounds on each clothes. Well, I mean, is it only mine, or does anybody out there else have this issue? Please let me know in the comments on it. Watch out, Teddy. I think you laying on a piece of clothes. Yeah, some socks. My little buddy, our dryer sheet, I'll set that right here. I'll throw it away here just a minute. And let me throw up. My goodness, I'm getting tongue twisted. Fold up these are little throw blankets. I try to keep close by. Look, that'll go on my bed. Look at that in a minute. This is it's upside down, if you can see it. It's a Back to the Future. What? Throw blanket. I don't know if you can see that very good or not. Or it's kind of thin, but it's still workable, you know. And I ordered that like 2 or 3 years ago on Amazon. Let's see. Just let me turn. This one's a real thick one. I don't even remember what I got of that one. Maybe Walmart years ago. I've had this a long time, but it's a super thick one. I think No, I'll tell you, I think it came from Sam's Club. Let me put those in the closet a little bit because we're not using as many of those right now as we had been. So I'll go through the socks in just a second. Put Caleb's shorts up. Now I'm going to hang up my laundry real quick while we're out here. So, let's see. These will have to go to Caleb's for it. Look, here's one more. Almost didn't see that one. It's over there. I'll show y'all it. Gizmo, Gremlins throw blanket. And as you can see here, Gremlins on the bottom. Ain't it cute? Movies like Back to the Future, Gremlins, I really enjoyed as a child. I got to see those in the theater. And just, a remarkable memory. Getting to see those kind of movies in the theater. Those movies really made a large impact, I think, on everybody's life that was growing up at that time. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hangers I'll need out of my closet. And so, yes, those movies, I just feel like that, back in, 1984, 85, 86, when those movies came out, I just feel like they had a really good tight impact with people that was around at that time, and it's, still here today, when they see it in the theater and stuff. I was young teenager when they came out. And still to this day, they're one of my favorite movies, both of them. And just because they made such an impact in my life at that time. And I've also noticed on a few other YouTubers that's right about my age, same thing, they talk about things like that a lot. And how much, like Back to the Future and even Gremlins, the movies Critters. I don't know if y'all remember that. I watched that as a teenager. And so I just feel like those really made an impact on people for the age. Watch Teddy. Teddy will be all over the bed when I'm making it up. He loves to be with his mama. So he went over there. You can't see him, but he's sitting on a pillow up there. I got one too many clothes fingers, but I'll do that. Now, what we're going to do next, we'll go ahead, let's just go ahead and just set that out of the way a little bit. I want to go ahead and put my glasses on and pull socks. Okay, so these are Caleb's. They're inside out, a lot of them, so bear with me here while I fold them and just chat with y'all for a second. Here in Kentucky today, it seems a little warm outside. It's a little cool, so that's the reason I had on a long sleeve shirt earlier. So I think it's kind of warmed up out there now. It's around lunchtime right now. And of course, Caleb, he's at school. And he'll be home after a while, so I want to get on here and get some things done. And I thought I'd bring y'all along with me. Well, I got some house chores done today. Let's see. It's mine. And so, thought I'd get that done. Things like that. That way I can, when Caleb gets home, he can have my time. I'm not having to do as much. Because lately I just kind of feel like I would spend enough time with him. I've just had so much to do around my house. and, doing stuff, we're doing a lot of remodeling that I hadn't just got a chance to sit down and spend some time with my son. Away from the camera, away from doing things. Just besides getting to hang out with him and being with him. And I enjoy getting to hang out with Caleb and being able to, just do things with him and stuff. Hanging around the house. Who knows, maybe playing a game of And I know he likes that game. For a small board game or card game, board game, card game, anything like that. What? Okay. Sorry, I'm just sitting there matching these up. There's two that don't have no, there's one. Well, it'd be two that don't actually, Yes, about once a week at least. I always like to get in here and reset. Do my bed covers. Didn't have a match. Oh, actually, there's a match. I've been gathering up some right there, and I haven't threw any away yet, just because that I'm sure I'll find the matches will show up. And so anyway, yeah. So I've just been sitting them on my dresser and waiting to see if I find a match. So it always seems like I always blame it on the dryer. Dryer eats socks. So in your home, does your dryer eat your socks? I swear mine does sometimes. Anyway, we're going to take these to Caleb's room and put those in the washer. So let me put the comfort sheets in first. For sure they'll get done. I'll see if I can fit the comforter in as well. No, it's gonna take two washings, y'all. So let me set the comforter right here to the side, and I'll just first do the sheets because they have to go back on next, or they have to go back on first. I use all, and a lot of times I try to get the pods when I can. I usually drop 2 pods in a load. I got sensitive skin, so I have to use a very light detergent. Okay. Start my washer. All right. And let's go to Caleb's room and go ahead and put up his clothes. Caleb's room. Let's see how many shirts he's got to hang up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got a sock. 8, 9. Looks like. So I try to keep hangers as much as I can. Oops, I have a piece of clothes falling off a hanger. I'm fixing it. I usually try to keep the hangers on one side. And sorry, a couple of shirts I just noticed was a little bit off. They're hangers, so I straighten that up real quick. Kind of making some room here. Okay. I think I'll have to get some more hangers in here in a minute. And get these hung up. And I probably won't do my entire bedroom in this one video, just because I'm going to go ahead and get it out there. And again, I wanted to spend some time with Caleb, and I wanted to get this video kind of out early. So we probably won't, I'm not sure if we'll be back in my bedroom yet or not. Maybe putting the resetting my bedroom will be more on the next video that I do. And because, of course, we're waiting for the washer and dryer and stuff like that, so. Okay. I had to go get hangers. These are the little small ones. They was in my room. I had forgot I set them in there. I try to keep all clothes facing a certain way. That way they're all equalized to kind of stay the same way. And they're easier to get off the hangers when you're trying to get one. And that way that I try to place all the hangers that's been used. I try to place those in one spot, so they're easier to get to when I need hangers. So when I get through with like if I'm getting Caleb a shirt in the mornings or something, always like to take the hanger after I get the shirt off of it. I'm just organizing these over here, putting back empty hangers in this closet. I like to try to, that way go ahead and put those where all the rest of the empty hangers are, and keep it kind of organized as I go. I think it makes a neater closet too. I used to be so bad to keep a closet. Also, this one sock back in my bedroom. I used to be so bad to more have I'd say a hoarded closet. And to me now, I go back and I feel so embarrassed. And like in Caleb's closet, as you can see, and I'll lower the camera, so, you know, I'm keeping it all more proper and organized. As you can see, this top shelf there, everything's organized, because I had a failure with doing that. And there's so much I've got to go through, even a lot of clutter I still need to go through. Some of it's in my daughter's old room. She's already moved out. She's in her own home, her and her boyfriend. So, but there's still some things, and she said she didn't want it no more, throw it away. But I got to go through it. That's the room eventually. I'm going to make it a game room, but eventually. First, I got to go through the room and start decluttering, you know, a lot of things. And I might do bits and pieces here and there, just taking my time to do it, because I would love to get the arcade machines out of the living room and put them in their own space and have a good space just for them. So that's my little future plans. So learning how, and you know, I'm learning this myself, everyone. I'm learning how to declutter things like closets. And hang on, I'll even show you my closet. Right, we're here at my closet. This is a shoe thing, so eventually I think I'm just going to get rid of it. I don't really need most of it. But as you can see, I've kind of organized more. These are some extra pair of Nikes I've got. These are just boots. A couple of camera bags. And look at, sorry, I'm going to make a mess showing y'all. And my closet didn't have a light in it. This is one of my overnight bags, so it's empty. Just a couple of things I've got. Some board games and stuff's over there. And
okay, searching for board games on the App Store.
Oops. But Anyway, and on the sides of my closet, I completely organized it with drawers. It's kind of, well, I also installed battery-powered lights inside of it. Here, maybe you can see it. Sorry. I'm just kind of trying to get it where maybe you could see it over my clothes. But there's a light installed. Got another one on the other side. And as you can see, that's my foot massager on top. But can you see the drawers I've got and storage things? I hope so. I couldn't actually look to see. But, and as you can see, there's my board games. But everything's more organized. And there's a lot on that end. So, oh, here, you can probably see this better. How I've got it, storage drawers, and got it organized. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, and that light's got just as good light as this light over here. So I wanted to show y'all my closet and just kind of the organizing of it. And those storage drawers is more for like papers and things like that. Stuff you don't need to get rid of. You know, tax papers, different things over the years. Things you want to keep. Photo albums, stuff like that's what's in stuff like that. So they're kind of stuff you need, but you don't want to in the way. And in this house, I don't have a lot of storage area. And I hate that about this house. It's one reason I don't even like my house, because of that. And because it's hard to declutter in it, because there just ain't no storage in this house. But anyway, we're going to go to do something next. So join me. My front porch, where I was doing some sewing on here, it's kind of a mess. So I'm just going to tidy up the front porch. So I'm not sure how much talking I can kind of do. I'll try. It is kind of windy out here, so being not as close. So I brought my broom and my trash can out with me. But I still like to keep as tidy as possible front porch. And get things picked up. Yes, someone over here kind of caused a mess. The other day when I was putting that piece in the floor there, that really brings such a mess. Of course, it's getting that time of year, leaves starting to fall. Hope you can hear me okay. My throat's a little dry this morning. These are pieces of wood that I will need. Trash bag filled. So just picking up these little pieces of wood that I can cut off to make for that other piece. I'm gonna get me some more trash bags. These are hefty trash bags, and they just do not want to stay up there on the rim of the trash can. I mean, they'll hold the trash, but it's like I gotta keep it pulled back. Take that to my business. I'll set that to the side. actually that I set out of my Jeep I need to go through. I think most of them still away, so I'll probably do that here off the camera. Just trying to sweep up this morning as much as possible. Again, leaves are falling, so I'm just mainly trying to get anything from the smaller dustbin. Done, y'all. All right, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and close out this video for today. And the continuing of this video will be at... Sorry, a car's coming. The continuing of this video will be tomorrow. It'll be more in my bedroom. Some more inside-outside stuff. So anyway, I'll probably do it later this afternoon. I've got to run to the store, so I want to go ahead and get this video out. It's kind of, I don't want to make it too lengthy, a video at a time. So the rest of my bedroom will be on the next video. And getting the clothes out of the dryer and getting everything back on and just kind of freshen up my bedroom, and some other things will be added. So anyway, join me for tomorrow's video. Thank you for joining me for this motivational part of the video. I hope you so far enjoyed the cleaning. There'll be part 2 tomorrow, kind of this video. Thank you, everyone. God bless and have a great day.